I had a little bit off. I got fired right at the end of the program. So I was in the engineering job while in the program.
Okay.
And then I got fired right at the end of the program. So like during that program, it's about like creating your vision. It's personal development. They have you do declarations. And and they basically have you like call in your vision. So my vision during the time is I said, I want to work remote. I want to live in Costa Rica. I want to have a sick van, and I want to make twice as much as I did in corporate world. And all of those things and beyond have been accomplished. Now, the most interesting piece was the final weekend. I said 60 days or less till I quit my job because I was in physical pain at the time. I was really suffering. That was a Sunday night. Monday morning, I got a message on like Slack from the business, and they're like, hey, come to the conference room. And I just knew in my gut.
Oh no.
I was fired, and they literally didn't even let me go back to my desk. They walked me out of the building, escorted me out, and then shipped my belongings back to my home.
No way.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go to the computer. They didn't want me to throw a fit or a tantrum. They wanted to quietly escort me out of that building and just get me the hell out of there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was kind of the starting point. And then from there, I was like, yo, I got to figure out this whole sales game. So because we were in that like personal development thing, anytime, if you guys have been through a personal development program, you should know that there's always one multi-level marketer in there who bought the program just so they could go at the end of it when it was done, pitch everyone. And don't worry, there was one of them and I bought. And that was my start into sales because I just gotten fired from engineering and now I have no job. And I'm like,
I forgot you did that.
Yes. I had to sling protein shakes for a year. I didn't make any money. I mean, I did, but like the most I made was $500 in a month. And that was like my first year of sales. So it was really, really humbling.
I forgot you didn't make
But that was the foundation. Hey, dude, I got this really cool product. You
You're like slinging people in the DMs on Facebook.
Yeah.
The original DM setting.
I was DM setting, but with zero sales skill, all enthusiasm, and overpriced protein.
For like $40 protein.
Yeah, like you could just go to Walmart and get the same shit for a third of the price.
I've been getting dirty money, Jordan Belfort.
100%. And this episode is for you, whether you're a coach who's new in the space, experienced in the space, whether you're a rep who's experienced in the space, newer to the space, or you're a business owner who's maybe looking for reps or looking for better systems, better communication, better skills. Everything we're going to dive into from our personal journey, the lessons we had to the technical skills that we've developed will all help you crush it and increase your bottom line.
Yeah. I think like real quick on that, I've been working with more and more kind of coaches, info product owners that are already between 50 and 100K a month. It's so interesting. They've cycled through so many business coaching programs and like they just have never been worked with someone like us that has had 5 years and thousands of sales calls with the experience to help them with their actual real sales systems. So anyway, that's you. Subscribe, follow for more, and let's dive in, man.
Yeah. I was thinking it'd be fun to kind of start a little bit from where we came from.
Yes.
A little bit of the origin story.
Let's do it.
Humble beginnings
in San Diego.
There's a reason we said from rock bottom to revenue kings.
Where should we start?
I think how we met is funny. So back in 2019, I think you had just gotten to San Diego or what?
No, I was in San Diego for like 2 years.
Okay.
At that point, 2-3 years.
I'd been in San Diego my whole life, but I had just gotten out of an odd season of my life where I was a medical device engineer. I got fired because I like developed random chronic pain in my early 20s and I couldn't focus, couldn't produce. So I decided to join this like personal development program that seemed kind of like a little culty, a little weird.
Did you decide to join it or does someone sell you into it?
I got hard closed.
Oh yeah.
Nurtured.
Same.
Over. No one decides on their own. I think they say like a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still, but I guess I eventually came through. Anyways, dropped $3.5K on that program. It's called ALA, Ascension Leadership Academy. Put on a credit card.
Yep. Sounds about right.
We met during an exercise that was called a trust exercise.
Yep.
A really special experience for me. Essentially, you walk around a room. There's like 30 people in there.
It's like 60.
60 people. And we're all in this group. And basically, you walk up, you look someone right in the eye, And you have two options. You either say, I trust you or I don't trust you. And then you move on to the next one. And I had like a 99% hit rate. Like, I swear to God, every single person's like, I trust you. I trust you. And then this dude, I get to this dude. He's like, looks me in the eye. He just shakes. He's like, nah, dude, I don't trust you. And I said, I trusted him. So
you did.
I was pissed.
I was like, nah.
He didn't like the gringo vibes or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. And then after that, Mason comes up to me and he was like, yo, why don't you trust me? I don't know, man. Your beard's kind of shaggy or something like that. We started laughing. And then he was like, anyway, you want to come hang out with the hot tub? I was like, yeah, I'm down. And the reason why we hit it off as friends, but I was sleeping out of my car at that time. I had this this shitty wildebeest of a van, bro. Like, if I could show pictures, you know how Joe Rogan has pictures? Like,
we'll put a picture in this for sure.
Man, this thing was hideous.
It was like faded maroon from like 1994, and he named it Sandy.
I named it Sandy.
He literally, dude, he would leave the keys in the ignition, the windows open, and the car unlocked. That's how gross this thing. No one would touch it. He knew nobody would take it.
And I got hard closed into the program also, which, by the way, that program, while borderline culty, I think I'll speak for both of us. Changed our lives.
Yeah. Life changing, just like a little trauma.
Like life changing, like just personal development on steroids. My friend also called me, hard closed me into it. And I gave him my last $500 so I can borrow his credit card and pay for part of it on his credit card while I had applied for another credit card so I could pay it. That was also what, like, that experience is what also really helped me in my sales career.
Yeah.
Because it was like that breakthrough moment of like, my current situation doesn't dictate my future.
Yeah.
And being that broke prospect that got resourceful helped me challenge
so many people.
You're
like, I don't care what you say to me. It's like, it's cute. Your excuses aren't relevant.
So we got hard closed into this life-changing program. We went through it and then we got into sales. Well, first of all, you got fired. So why don't you tell the story about that?
Yeah, I guess the timing of it, I had a little bit off. I got fired right at the end of the program. So I was in the engineering job while in the program.
Okay.
And then I got fired right at the end of the program. So like during that program, it's about like creating your vision. It's personal development. They have you do declarations. And they basically have you like call in your vision. So my vision during the time is I said, I want to work remote. I want to live in Costa Rica. I want to have a sick van, and I want to make twice as much as I did in corporate world. And all of those things and beyond have been accomplished. Now, the most interesting piece was the final weekend. I said 60 days or less till I quit my job because I was in physical pain at the time. I was really suffering. That was a Sunday night. Monday morning, I got a message on like Slack from the business, and they're like, hey, come to the conference room. And I just knew in my gut.
Oh no.
I was fired, and they literally didn't even let me go back to my desk. They walked me out of the building, escorted me out, and then shipped my belongings back to my home.
No way.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go to the computer. They didn't want me to throw a fit or a tantrum. They wanted to quietly escort me out of that building and just get me the hell out of there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was kind of the starting point. And then from there, I was like, yo, I got to figure out this whole sales game. So because we were in that like personal development thing, anytime, if you guys have been through a personal development program, you should know that there's always one multi-level marketer in there who bought the program just so they could go at the end of it when it was done, pitch everyone. And don't worry, there was one of them and I bought. And that was my start into sales because I just gotten fired from engineering and now I have no job. And I'm like,
I forgot you did that.
Yes. I had to sling protein shakes for a year. I didn't make any money. I mean, I did, but like the most I made was $500 in a month. And that was like my first year of sales. So it was really, really humbling.
I forgot you.
But that was the foundation. Hey, dude, I got this really cool product. You're
like slinging people in the DMs on Facebook. That's the original DM setting.
I was DM setting, but with zero sales skill, all enthusiasm, and overpriced protein.
For like $40 protein.
Yeah, like you could just go to Walmart and get the same shit for a third of the price.
Throughout that program, I have a screenshot of my bank account because I was broke. Like, I won't go into all the details because it's like a long story. I had tried some businesses. I was in like working with like a blockchain startup, didn't work out, and just burned through a bunch of like my money trading. And like 20,
Trading, you mean gambling?
Just gambling.
Let's be honest.
I'll admit it. I was borderline gambling. $21. I have a screenshot of it. I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And we were doing that program. And then at the end of the program, I met this founder who was running a business coaching program. And he hired me to be his DM setter.
Yep.
And that's how I got started. I had no idea about the industry.
No
I was
clue.
like, you just like message. I was like, what? You just coach people and like you help them build a business, and like you just want me to like be in your DM setting calls and I get paid for that? Like, it sounds chill as hell.
Yeah.
I'm in. And that's how I got started. And I was making like, I had like I think I negotiated like a $3,000 base plus percentage.
That's pretty good.
Which was very good. And especially coming from like sleeping out of my van.
You were rich.
So I was like, oh my God, I can like do things again.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like I was coasting for a bit while I was learning the industry. And then I started meeting like other people that were actually like closers. And that started to like open my eyes to like what was possible. And then I think at some point you got a real closing role.
Yep.
And then you signed up for NEPQ and you started making real comms.
Yeah.
And then I saw that and I was like, whoa, what is that? Like, is that real?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, we were just talking about this, like for these last 6 years of knowing each other, we've always like in the most loving way, like leapfrogged.
Yeah.
Like
friendly competition. Like,
yeah.
Like if I see him make more than me or vice versa,
Yeah.
like, yo, fuck that. I'm smarter than him. Like,
or like he doesn't work harder than me. Like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the leapfrog. So then we, well, let's talk about that. Cause like you, like, I think that's something I'm really grateful for is like, had you not done, cause you found Matt Ryder's stuff.
Yeah. That was OG closing code. It was like 47 or 40. It was like $25. It was
a week.
Yeah.
That's
it was,
what it
was like $30 a week or something, bro. And it was all the OGs. It was like Matt Ryder, Marco Cortese, Will Odoms.
Will Odoms was in there.
Steve Coops, who was like mindset guy, but also really good at NLP. Trying to remember James
something.
The original like co-founder of Sales Sniper. I'm trying to remember his last name. It's
the guy with the short hair. I do.
Another
Australian.
Yeah.
Him and Matt Ryder used to do the podcast together.
Yeah. On the coffee.
James Sackle or something.
Yeah, Sackle, exactly.
I do remember him.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen him in years. Anyways,
what happened to him?
No idea.
Anyway, like I'm so grateful because you found Matt Ryder, and like had you not done that and then eventually done NDPQ, like the bubble I was in, I don't think I would have ever been exposed to like salespeople making 20, 30 grand a month.
Yeah. That was like mind bending.
That was mind bending because
Yeah.
like I was making, by the time I started closing, like 7, 8 grand, a couple 10K months. I thought it was the shit.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous income level to be at.
Yeah.
Right. But I had no exposure. And it was because of you that like I just got like slapped awake.
Yeah.
And I remember showing up to one of those coaching calls with Will Odoms. And like it was like role playing.
Yeah.
And I got shit on. I thought it was good. I got on that call, I got shit on. I was
Yeah,
like,
the standard was
my
very
God.
high.
There's a whole different level to this game.
Mm-hmm. And then I sent you, I was like, made 13K this week. What up, bro?
Right, you did.
Yeah.
You had like a 13K banger week.
Yeah, with Leader. And I was like, all right, well, this is real.
Right. I think I remember you calling me, had like a 24K month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made $24,000 this month.
How are you doing? Yeah.
I was like, I'd like to buy the program you're selling, please.
So, yeah. Which he eventually did. When I worked at 7th level for a little bit, he did get into NEPQ.
I did.
But that was kind of the humble start. And like, thank God we got around high quality salespeople and didn't just stay in that like average zone.
Yeah.
Because that helped us get onto incredible offers. And now at some point after taking thousands of sales calls, it becomes kind of the natural progression to say, hey, do I want to keep just taking sales calls or do I want to expand these skills, pivot and do something more with it?
Yeah, which is no right or wrong because I know guys that are still closing, that've been closing as long as we have. And
I still like closing.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it, but like not at the rate that I was at when I started taking like 8 calls a day.
Yeah.
Right. I still close for myself, but there's other skills I'm flexing. But I think there's multiple pathways. Like you can follow sales to its ultimate mastery and make 50K plus a month. Or like you said, you can branch into different skills that open up different opportunities. It just depends what you fancy.
Yeah. And also what you're good at.
What you're good at.
Like a lot of people are like just going into management now.
No, don't do
It's
that.
like not everyone's meant to be a manager.
No. like me. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'll run my own business and I'll growth operate because there is management involved, but it's very minimal.
Yeah.
But being responsible for like my friend Conrad, who you know him,
Yeah.
who runs a team of like 14 sales reps. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, all
Rip
hitting
my
them
hair
out.
Where's the payment
I'm gonna start
link?
balding. I'm gonna start balding sooner. Where's the payment link?
It's in the fucking SOP.
You motherfucker. Did you read anything? No.
No, I just got on calls because I think I'm good.
Sick. So that's really, I think, where we came from.
Yeah.
What would be some of the lessons you would want to share? Things that you wish you learned earlier in the journey that would help, maybe newer reps or reps who are like kind of up and coming in this game?
Well, this might be cliche here, but like hiring a coach way sooner. I just like didn't know about it. Like that sales coaching was
now there's no excuse.
Now there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Like I had Jordan Belfort's book and I was looking into like straight
we thought that was
persuasion,
the shit.
And I was like, like that's what I
we thought that was the shit. Sound fair enough? Fucko. I remember that was like some of my first memories of Andres and like Josh Massey. I would just come over to their Andres couldn't afford rent at the house, so he slept in his van in the driveway for like partial rent. And I would just
use the bathroom.
So he could use the bathroom. And so I would come over and just hear them trying to close, going like, sound fair enough? And I was like, so I thought that must be the way.
Yeah, we thought that was the way. So I would like hiring a real coach earlier on. Because it also, what I didn't realize until I bought Bill Walsh's program, Elite, but I didn't realize what I was buying in that was like the network
always
of like incredible hardworking people that really took themselves and their skills seriously.
Yeah.
And that's paid dividends
by far.
So you're investing in the skill development, but you're also like shortcutting the time that would take to meet those incredible people. And then the byproduct of those connections. So I would say that was probably one of the bigger lessons. And the second two is just releasing your ego when it comes to like skill development.
Yeah.
I think like had I not done any PQ, I think, and not been exposed to that, I think my ego would have just kept me comfortable for a lot longer.
Telling yourself that you were good.
That I was good because I was like fucking decent, mediocre.
Yeah. You closed a deal a couple times.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
I'm good. Like my way's good.
Yeah.
It's not the best till you get there.
I think for reps who are up and coming in the space, it's just like, I think the biggest drug is comparison. Like everyone's sharing Stripe screenshots all the time in this industry. Everyone's sharing commission checks, and
I'm at a 75% close rate for the day.
And you never know what the actual story is behind any of that, guys. Like even if the commission checks are true, that could be for a month and then the offer completely falls apart.
Yeah.
Or they could be having those commission checks, but they're full on retards with their money. Right. So like you I guess what I'm saying is like stay in your own lane, protect yourself, stay focused, and avoid the comparison, because I think that is one of the most toxic traits of our industry.
There's no context in the wins, right? Like when you see these wins from all these, a lot of them are coaching containers wanting you to buy. It's like, oh, I had a 7K commission day, right? But it's like,
how much? They have a massive webinar that day, and they're the only closer on the offer,
right?
Like
There's so much context.
So
you
like
close two big deals that you're nurturing for 2
my
months?
very first month of closing with Thought Leader, I made 10 grand.
Yeah.
So I thought I was like an incredible closer. In all reality, the marketing was literally world class. Like Taylor Conroy's marketing, his funnel, his evergreen webinar. I didn't even know what evergreen webinar was. I was just taking calls.
Yeah. And
it was a perfectly done webinar that had been iterated on for years and perfected. This wasn't like a one-time thing. This is something he'd been doing for like 4 or 5 years. So they just, all the leads were pre-sold. All the beliefs were already pre-installed. I just had to basically not mess it up. So I'm sharing that to say like the part of the skill here, and I'm sure you guys have heard this from people like JD Daly or other people who talk about like offer hunting, is like finding the right offer and learning how to vet offers is just as important.
Just as important.
Shout out to James Lawrence. If you want to buy his course, he's got a good one on how to do it with the AI one. I would recommend it.
I bought it.
Sick. I won't ask you if you opened it, but anyways, we're info junkies for sure.
We are. We're the clients we want to attract.
Yeah.
At least in the buying part.
So
that's that. Well, a couple of things on that. I think one that's huge, like because you're your ability to vet offers for all the newer reps or reps that, because I've trained with reps in expensive programs that still haven't cracked like
10K.
consistent 15K months.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like how much longer are you just going to be on these shit offers? Or like they're trying to, I had this one guy and I love him, I won't name drop him, but like, what offer are you on? He's like, oh, I'm on this offer because I really want to like develop my ability to self-set. And I'm like, that's cool, man, but you've been doing this for 3 years. Like self-setting is like, if you can close, you can self-set. Like at this point, you should just leverage your audience, like your network that you've invested tens of thousands of dollars for, and get on a good offer and like actually make money.
Do something with it.
Like, you know?
Yeah, self-sabotage is a bitch.
It is a bitch. And then another thing, I think just when you mentioned like comparison, I think one of the things we've talked about is when you're not clear in what you want.
Like what your values are.
Your values and the life you want to build around that, the comparison hits you real hard. And then you get the shiny object syndrome, and then you like that's how reps just offer hop and never get anywhere.
Yeah. I'll give you like an example. Like JP, he's like the top rep at 7th. Absolutely epic kid.
Yeah.
I have nothing but respect for him in terms of his skills. If I was living how he is right now, I would hate it. But my values are different. And that's fine, right?
Yeah.
But I know my values, and I know what I value spaciousness. I value flexibility. Like I don't want to take a ton of calls every single day.
Right.
Like that, if I was doing that, like making 30K a month, it would destroy me.
Right.
So it's just knowing what you value and what you prioritize, and actually defining success based off not just money, but what are your values? Like for me, my values at this point are peace, sustainability, and profitability, and in that order. So peace is number 1, sustainability is number 2, and profitability is number 3. So when I'm thinking about my decisions for business, they all go through those filters. If it doesn't bring me more peace, more sustainability, and more profitability, I don't want it. But most people aren't that clear on what their values are. So they're just making decisions solely through the lens of more money. And I'm here to tell you guys that that's a trap, because I'll give you an example. When I was on Thought Leader and I was hitting those 24K months and I was hitting 13K weeks, that's when I had the I want more rather than understanding my values. I could have gotten more there, but the shiny object syndrome hit. Like I went full idiot, like most people do in the space, because they're so greed fueled and their identity is so tied to money that anytime they see someone making more money, they want to jump.
Damn.
So I jumped to Sales Sniper, and I jumped from a fully stacked calendar of pre-qualified, perfectly vetted webinar leads to a white calendar, selling for a brand new offer called Dan Clark, like a speaker offer. Some dude who used to be like an OG speaker. He's great. However, the marketing was trash. The messaging was off. There were zero systems. And they're like, here's a CRM of some new cold traffic leads off Facebook to start dialing. And no webinar, no assets, no nothing. So I went from that 24K month high and being like, I'm on top of the world, to a white calendar. It was a smackdown.
Damn, you just went off.
Yeah.
That's like what so many reps experience.
Yeah. So I guess it's to say, if you are going to go look at the grass is greener, why don't you hold on one vine before swinging to the other? Like fucking Tarzan that bitch and hold on to both vines and just burn yourself out. And at least before you let go of one, you gotta have another vine. You don't just send it to the other vine and figure out how strong that vine is until you know and you can actually stress test it.
That's something one of my mentors, Josh Sweetnam, who, shout out to you, brother. Much love for you.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Something he's always preached is like, you're always like, feel like you have one foot planted, and you're always like in our industry, testing the grounds for if this ever gets shaky, you have another stable foot.
Yeah.
And that's always stuck with me, because like, there's also things that happen in our industry that are sometimes outside of your control.
Yeah.
And as like, if it affects your income, right, you have to do what's in your control to like solve that.
Yep. Yeah. Even just like, things have evolved so much over the last 5 years, I would say, like with new trends like AI and lead costs going up. Like there's the adaptability is, I think, even more and more and more important, in the skill set of vetting offers and being able to see and operate with trends is like going to be really important, simply because I don't think you can get away with a lower level of skill set and survive in this industry. I think it's becoming more competitive, more filled with people, and less offers that are sustainable and consistent. So we have more closers than ever, and I think we have less offers, if anything, that are actually crushing, sustainable, and good.
Yeah. And then you're competing too, right? Like, because it's remote, you're not just competing for a job within your local area. You're competing with people all over the world.
Yeah.
And like, I'm 32 now. right? Like if you're my age or older, right, and you're competing and you don't have the skill set, and you're competing with a 20-year-old from South America whose life would, him and his like extended family's life would be massively different over a 15K month. Who's going to work harder?
By far. It's not even close.
You know? And so that's who you're competing with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to get more and more, the industry is just going to be more and more competitive, like you're saying.
And we're actually seeing it come to Latin America way more.
Yeah. Yeah. There's more and more sales trainers helping people in Latin America become high ticket closers, and some of them will go to the Spanish market. But
some of them
anyone
will come
with
to the English market.
Yeah, any level of bilingual.
Yeah, they're bilingual.
Bilinguality, whatever. They're gonna be competing,
and they're gonna outwork you.
They're gonna outwork you.
Yeah, because they're fucking.
That's why most, like, not always, like there's some, we've hired some incredible setters based in the U.S.
Yeah,
right? But the majority
of the setters don't come from the U.S.
They don't come from the U.S.
because most people aren't willing to eat shit and do that.
Yeah.
They're not willing to.
Yeah. Some of my best setters are in South America.
Yeah.
Best.
Random countries.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, I think that's where the space is evolving. And then, like, once you, I think, put in your time and made your money, you can decide, like, if you want to branch into other things, kind of like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
You're managing 2 fractional offers.
Yeah. So I'm like a fractional sales manager right now. So I'm running like multiple teams, and then I'm doing a little bit of sales coaching as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scaling up the team at Pause Breathwork, and also right now with Lead Gen J, which is like an AI automation cold email offer. And that's been a cool transition to kind of take the sales skills plus the tech skills I had from engineering plus emotional intelligence skills and sort of like test and flex all of those skills, because that's when you're leading a team, that's what you're doing, is all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you like over this year, what are some of your key learnings?
This year, because I worked with Andrew Cruzy for a little bit, I learned how to DM set. I did it in reverse. I did it later on in my career. I was like, wait, I need to go back and get that skill. DM setting is a dope skill. If you don't have that skill, that'll always help you to be able to sell your own coaching and
for your own stuff,
for your own shit, like, and to get opportunities. It's like flirting.
I was gonna say, I've used the things I've learned in DM setting
from Andrew
in my love life.
Yeah,
fucking works.
Yeah, open loops, creating healthy tension, piquing curiosity,
give and take,
all the things. Yeah, holding frame. People were like, "Hey, can I come over?" You're like, "No, JK, LOL." Right? Like, just being able to hold frame, little details.
Little things.
I learned that. I got to learn about in-person events this year. That was huge. I did 2 of those with Andrew and got to sell from stage for the first time. So that was a new skill.
I was there. He crushed it.
That was sick.
Yeah, you crushed it. We cleaned mopped that room up.
We did. I blacked out. Because I didn't know I was going to sell until like 2 minutes before.
Actually, so did one of our prospects. They actually blacked out.
Literally blacked out.
During the breath work to start the event.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I was like, I knew the guy from before. I was like, this guy's buying or dying.
We were joking.
But
he did both.
He did both. He did buy at the end.
Shout out, Patrick.
Yeah, P. Jones.
Sales savage. So that was a good skill. So DMs, one-to-many sales. And then the other skill set right now, I think, is just around leadership, like running these teams, like learning how to best lead people, how to inspire people, and how to be a proactive, effective communicator. Nothing will test how proactive and how planned and how dialed you are than leading a team.
Yeah.
When you lead a team, it is a mirror that you don't experience as a rep. It's a daily mirror where, like, your day will feel coherent and dialed or completely chaotic and all over the place. And I'll actually find myself laughing because when I have those days where it's like chaotic and all over the place, I'm like, this is all my fault. I thought I was planned and prepped, but clearly I'm not. So the feedback loop it's a different feedback loop, because you don't get the feedback loop of the instant high of like closing deals. Like, you make changes and it might take months for those changes to start to like bear fruit. So there's a patience involved, but there is the immediate feedback of, if you're operating out of chaos as a leader, that's where you get your immediate feedback, is how dialed you are with your systems, with your planning and your communication.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's a totally new challenge, but I'm enjoying it.
You're also like, that is like your zone of genius, is like data and numbers and systems.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you're crushing it with those offers. Like, I think about putting myself in those situations, and I'm like, that is just not my skill set.
Yeah.
I think that's why I went the direction of like my own like coaching and training business.
Yeah.
Which is it does. There's system skills but you also need to be a visionary, and you just have to be putting yourself out there and experimenting and just like being flexible every day. So it's just interesting where like once you're aware of your skill proficiencies, like the directions you can go after you've mastered, or I don't want to say mastered, but after you've developed a very competent sales skill set.
Yeah.
You can build on it.
You can kind of do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
It's the foundation for everything.
For everything.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah. I am a little nervous with AI, like, though.
Why?
I mean, like, working with like Jay's team, I just see the stuff he does with AI, and I'm like, yo, like, if you don't learn to use it as a sales rep and figure out how to use it, you're going to fall behind really quick from the younger generation.
Oh, yeah.
We're at a turning point right now where there's going to be people who basically probably haven't done any PQ, haven't done Elite, haven't done shit, but they know how to use AI, and they're probably going to run circles around you.
Damn.
Which that's my prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Give it 2 to 3 years, and there's going to be like 22-year-olds, the new generation who know how to use AI and have grown up with it. And they're like, oh yeah, well, I wrote the perfect follow-up email that emotionally manipulated this person based off all of their buying criteria with Claude.
And that's like, that's still human to human competition. Like soon, like AI will just replace the human touch points.
I'm getting ads for AI closers.
Yeah. And they're not bad.
They're probably better than some of the reps I've hired or reps that I've like,
but
or that I've, at least not that I've hired, that I've interviewed.
Yeah, and think about when like you can just like have it like download, you know, Jeremy Miner's exact sales formula and his tonality and his voice and just insert it into AI and just have it go.
Yeah, so I'm committed to putting in study time at this point to AI because I believe if I don't start to learn those skills and like catch up in some way, like you're going to get cooked.
Yeah.
So like all of you guys who are like, you know, running, like selling biz ops and you think you're the shit, you are making great money now, but like, yo, the next 10 years, like things are going to change.
Yeah.
So like you're in a trend and there's also a bigger macro trend going on, which is AI. And so if you don't adapt, I think you're going to fall behind and you're going to get replaced.
Yeah.
Spot
on with that.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Because I already feel it and see it. I'm like, oh, this is huge.
Well, I have a friend that he's 3 months into his AI agency, and they're at, I think they cleared like $600K in cash this month so far. 3 months in.
It's sick.
You know, it's him and like a partner. And they haven't even tapped into like paid marketing. It's just like referrals, word of mouth, and organic.
It's literally batshit crazy.
Cranking.
Yeah. So what am I saying? Go find an AI offer.
Go sell some AI.
Yeah. This is kind of like when crypto went off.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Yash sell like crypto when he was at Sales Sniper.
Yeah.
It's like doing like 40K a month selling crypto masterminds.
Printing it.
Yeah. Just like because the greed level's so high.
Yeah. And well, you're also riding the trend.
You got to ride the trend.
Which is a very important skill as an entrepreneur.
Is to see it and ride it.
And if you're a salesperson, you are an entrepreneur in a way.
Yeah. So you're on commission.
If you want to make any real money.
Yeah.
Right. Up until 10K, maybe 15K, like you can still get by with employee mindset.
Yeah.
If you want to make more money. But that's something I learned from Marco Cortese early on. He's like, anything, if you want to make more than 20K a month, you need to operate like a business owner.
Yep.
Manage your time, delegate, skill development, and also like learn how to leverage. And did I say delegate?
Yeah, and create leverage. He always talked about leverage.
That.
Yeah.
Like those are all things at the time, like I didn't understand because I was still 10K per month closer. Now at the running my own shop, I'm like, oh, this makes so much sense.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's been one of my biggest challenges is like delegating. I did this, there's a thing called a DISC assessment.
Yeah.
Driver, I forget the 4, but whatever. It's like a personality thing. And I redid it today. And I think I'm having some aha moments about why that's been so hard for me. It's like if you're a super critical person and you're like really high standards, it can be really difficult to release control and pass it off. So that's something I'm looking forward to diving more into is creating more leverage, creating more systems. And like, I think I have to feel like I'm the one doing it or I don't feel productive, which is like a really big trap for a lot of people where they're like, if I'm not busy and I'm not the one doing it, then I'm not being productive. So I'm like working on conditioning myself to feel lazy and be okay with that. It's a totally different mindset.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be the one doing it. The whole point is to empower others or systems to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's an interesting identity shift.
Yeah.
Something I've been
it's kept me stuck, so I'm like breaking through it.
I've been leaning into that in my own version. I work with Dan Harrison. He's a fantastic business coach.
Dude's cool.
And he also makes me laugh. Like our coaching sessions are half like we're just laughing and half like strategy.
That's good.
Yeah, it's great. So with Dan Harrison, so he's a fantastic business coach. One of the things early on in our engagement, he has all this like mindset work, and I'm like, dude, I hired you for the systems and scaling. I've done plenty of this. He's like, trust. This is where the magic is. Like, fucking do it. Fucking do it. All right, I do it. And one of the big realizations was I was running my business with the identity of a closer.
Yeah.
Right. Of like a 25K per month commission closer. Right. That was the perspective, the behaviors. And while it was like enough to get the business off the ground, because you have to be scrappy, you have to like work your ass off. He was like, he helped me realize like the new identity, like business owner who understands leverage and who builds a business around their lifestyle and releases like the do or die grinder, like closer, and like adopts that. That is what then allows the business to grow sustainably. And that's been like, it hasn't happened yet. I don't think it's an overnight thing, but it's like the consistency, the consistency in your actions to create that alignment is what I've been like experiencing as of late.
Where have you been more consistent?
Where? What do you mean where? Where
you mentioned being more consistent. So like, what have you been more consistent with? What's changed?
Well, I think one, like consistency with we had a coaching session and I felt guilt because I wasn't working as hard, but I was making more money.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're just out of integrity with what you're saying. He's like, you're saying you want to do all these things, but like you really don't need to because you've already done all this legwork. And he's like, so just what do you need to do to be in integrity with your word? Just like make your word actually align with like the lifestyle you've created instead of like projecting and needs like you need to work harder. For
the should energy. Right. Yeah.
So be creating more consistency and like my awareness to that and how I'm setting up my week and being okay with like I'm where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because part of me creating my business was like I wanted a lifestyle business, 4-day work weeks, you know, like that, and being able to travel and like actually enjoy like a very rich social life.
Yeah.
And like that's all like been happening. But like sometimes you're like, you don't allow yourself to celebrate it.
No, not at all.
I don't think I answered your question, but that's what came up for me.
And that's fine. I'm just curious. It's like you're doubling down into more consistency. You're building really good momentum. It's kind of looking at like what things do you think actually contributed to the success you're having?
I think part of it is doing really good work with my clients. Like I'm very consistent with my delivery on my clients. Like nothing really falls through the cracks. And part of it was hiring a VA and putting systems in place to make sure that client delivery is on point, continues to improve. But I get so many referrals because I just am always there for my clients.
Yeah.
And sometimes at a detriment because, maybe not a detriment, but because I put so much time into that, I don't always put as much time into like lead generation.
Yeah, but you're getting leads anyway.
But I get leads anyway on the back end from doing that.
Yeah. It's kind of like nurture a plant. It grows and then it spits off more seeds.
Yeah.
Seems like that should be the natural progression if we look at nature. But marketers are like, just put more seeds out. Just buy more leads. Fuck taking care of the plants that are growing.
You don't need to take care of them if you plant 10 more.
Yeah. Why? Fucking idiots. The fucking coaching industry,
dude. And that's been one of my, because coaching businesses are difficult.
And they notoriously don't get referrals.
Right. They notoriously don't.
It's like very rare for like a coaching business to get as many referrals as Andres has had.
Yeah. I feel very fortunate. But it's also like, I reply to my students at like midnight. Like
he actually answers.
Yeah. What a concept. But I also think like, I'm really proud because I'm like, I've like enrolled a bunch of clients that were considering some of the other big trainers in the space, and they go with me.
Yeah.
One, because like I close the shit out of them, but two, like they see like some of them were referred, and I guess others just kind of see the wins, and a lot of the wins, like yes, there's like monetary wins, but they celebrate the community they're a part of and how much support they get.
Yeah.
I think that kind of speaks for itself there too.
100%.
And like I get to flex my closing skills, and when like closing people who are considering the competitors, like that's probably one of the best feelings.
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially guys that like that are at your skill level.
Yeah.
If not, maybe advance a bit more.
Or they've made more.
Or they've made more.
But you're still closing it.
I'm fucking closing
it.
That's right. Me. Yeah.
That's right, bro.
That's right. Any last nuggets we should share for the people? For the fans. Come to Columbia.
I think one of the things I keep speaking about on my podcast and on my YouTube is just like finding peace as a rep and doing whatever it takes to like put that as a priority. Like it just comes back to what we said earlier, like know your values, guys. Like this whole journey is incredibly fun if you're in alignment with your values, not if you're just hitting XYZ amount of money. And very few people speak to that, and they're only oriented towards money, which I think is a really like toxic trait actually, and leaves you feeling incredibly empty. So like my biggest mission and vision right now is like helping empower people to actually live more value aligned lives while being in sales.
Yeah.
And doing it for the right reasons.
And your value might be wealth generation.
And that's fine. But know that, and don't just do it because other people are doing it.
Right. I think one thing that brings up for me is like, I remember one of my coaches, she did this like really powerful exercise that was like this covert way of identifying your core values.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember those 4 core values very, very well. It's like fun and adventure, which kind of are like similar, but like that's what came up. And it was legacy and community.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I started my business, like that's why I feel so congruent with like a lifestyle business, high profit margins, right? Just me, a VA in a 4-day work week, and still banking in some like nice months versus like I have some friends that are, probably making over $100,000 a month, but bro, they're working for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then their margins aren't even that high because they have to have a team to sustain it at that point. And then they see me travel. They're like, what are you doing?
And they
have
to deal with all the people and the maintenance.
I don't want to deal with people.
It's a lot.
Yeah. My friend's like, I want to get a business partner, start growing a team. I was like, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's just me and a VA.
I'm having fun.
94% profit margin.
What for?
I'm going to go to take the weekend off.
Yeah. Fuck off. And there's less maintenance.
Way
less things to break. Yeah. Simplicity is a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Values. Get clear on your values.
Straight up.
Well, thanks for coming down to Columbia and being here. I think we should do more of these. This was good.
Yeah.
It was interesting as we were talking, because we've been in the industry long enough. We know so many people involved in so many things, right? The OG trainers, some like savage closers, operators, owners. It's just an interesting reflection.
Yeah.
In a way of like how long we've been around.
This industry has changed my life.
Yeah.
It's changed yours. Yeah, right? Like I was kind of reflecting on it. I was like, everyone that's in my life is almost in this industry.
Right.
Like, and I was like, yo, I need to make some friends outside the industry just to break the bubble. Cause sometimes we're in an echo chamber.
So true.
Like literally my whole life is the industry.
Wow. That's so true.
Like literally every single friend, every single person I hang out with pretty much it's
in the industry somewhere.
Anyone who I hang out with consistently is in this industry.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I think it'd be healthy for me to get some perspective from somewhere outside of the coaching bubble.
So I have a friend that flew out from Dominica, and he runs an agriculture retail chain.
Thank God. One friend outside of the bubble.
Yeah, I have one friend.
Yeah, we got one.
But like, it's so interesting because he deals with real staffing issues and like underperforming people that he has to fire and deal with HR issues and lawyers and legal. And he's just like telling me all this. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's what it's like. Makes sense.
Dude, it's kind of crazy. It's a trip to be like, yo, the only people I hang out with and text, I mean, aside from my family, is like people who are in this game.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm like trying to figure out how, I think it's like, that's a good challenge is to like get perspective outside of the bubble because a lot of knowledge and wisdom from other industries and other places applies here too. And most people in this industry only look to this industry for knowledge. So.
Yeah,
That's definitely one of my challenges, is to look to other areas for wisdom outside of just the echo chamber that is the coaching industry.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah.
I will also say I do really appreciate, though, at the same time, having people in our bubble, because then like it doesn't feel weird that you're always talking about
money.
Work,
work and money
and ambition and business and money. And it's like exciting, because I actually did have a nice friend group of people outside the industry when I lived in San Diego.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, they had their salaried jobs, like nothing wrong with it. But when on the weekends, I'd be talking about what I was building. I could tell like they were
checking out.
Yeah, like, oh, this guy's talking about work.
Like, like what, bro? We're trying to fucking party, man.
Yeah, man. We're at a cookout.
Yeah.
Like, well, I know I'm cooking, and and it's like it's been really nice to like. I have 2 of my students staying with me here in Columbia, and it's just like, even though we're out having a beer, we're just talking like ideas, ambitions, business, and it's also like which isn't just like isolated to our industry. I guess just have more badass friends that have similar values and ambition.
Yeah. It is a good superpower to be able to say, hey, I'm done talking about business for the day, though.
It is.
I do that all the time now. I'm like, hey, we're going to hang out, and there's no business talk right now.
I do that too.
Yeah.
I do that too.
I'm like, it's off.
Yeah. It's like, all right.
I've clocked out.
Or sometimes I just get up and walk away. All right, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Peace.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Cafes for Closers. See you in the next one. And
The Conversion Club by Money Magnet Mason.
So subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right. Peace.
I've been getting dirty money, Jordan Belfort, stacking penny stocks.